Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. I'm super excited to be here on ThermOWeb's YouTube channel today and excited to be part of the new release. It's a new release of Gina K designs for ThermOWeb Foilmates. Foilmates are the pre-printed toner designs that you can easily add foil to create some really stunning shiny pieces for your paper crafts. Okay, so let's take a look at the designs that are now available. This is the Better With You set, and it comes with a bunch of really pretty scripty sentiments. This is the Birthday Bash set. Again, you have some really pretty sentiments and also some fun birthday graphics that are included. This is the Tag Borders set, and finally, this is the Label Border set. When you're using the tag borders or label border set, you want to die cut them first before foiling. So I'm going to temporarily adhere these coordinating dies that are sold separately onto the Foilmates sheet, and I'm going to die cut out the ones that I'm going to foil. And I am temporarily adhering them with ThermOWeb purple tape. Just want to make sure not to get the adhesive from the purple tape anywhere on the tag itself, because the foil might stick to it then. Once I have my tags die cut, I am just going to wipe off the toner with a microfiber cloth just to make sure there are no dust particles on top. I'm going to make my parchment paper sandwich, which is parchment paper folded in half, then a piece of cardstock, then the Foilmate, and then the piece of foil with the color side facing you. Once it runs through your laminator, I'm going to peel it off and you can see that beautiful design. I'm going to do the same thing, the parchment paper sandwich with the cardstock and one of the sentiments that I've cut out individually. These Foilmates work best when you can cut them down to small pieces and use a small piece of foil to avoid wrinkling. So you can see there I'm just letting it cool off, and then when I peel it back I reveal my beautiful foiled sentiment, and I just absolutely love this one. I love the script font combined with the straight font. Okay, so here's a bunch of the new Foilmates that I've foiled, and I'm going to create a wine bottle tag for a birthday present, and then we're going to create a matching card to go with it as well. I decided to use this happy birthday sentiment, and I'm going to fussy cut it. I'm going to leave a small white border just like there is on the tag. So I'm not cutting all the way close to that foiled sentiment. I am just leaving that tiny little bit of white border, which does make it a little bit easier to cut out too. And once that's done, I'm ready to start putting my tag together. I grabbed the Gina K Designs for ThermOWeb Time to Celebrate stamp set, and I also have several colors of Gina K Designs inks. I'll have all the colors that I used linked down below. I'm going to use the solid balloon and stamp it in 3 different pink inks, just kind of layering on top of each other. I'm not really going to worry about masking or anything like that because I like the look of the translucent balloons in front of each other just as they are. I do want to have some strings, but I felt that the curvy string wasn't going to work with the space that I had provided on the tag. So I'm just going to use this straight string, and I'm not going to ink up the whole string either. I don't want it to cross over the foiled border. I just want it hanging down behind our sentiment, that little happy birthday cake that we're going to pop up below. So once I've stamped my strings, then I'm going to grab that sentiment and the 3D dots, which are 3-dimensional adhesive dots. They are clear, so you can fit them behind a small piece like this, and if it's too small, you can cut them in half with non-stick scissors and just use halves on your project. So once I have my 3D dots there, I'm going to flip it over and adhere it to my tag. And now I have some graphics, some foil, and a sentiment all on my tag, and I think it's ready to tie onto my wine bottle. I am using the white sheer ribbon from Gina K Designs for ThermOWeb. It's white and gold, which I thought matched perfectly with our tag. So I'm going to tie a bow around the neck of the bottle, and then I'm going to insert the one end of the ribbon for the tag, and I'm going to tie that into a knot. And this way I will have a big bow with 2 different sets of tails on each side, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to cut these ribbons into those nice tail ends, and I'll have the 2 bows and then the 2 tails on each side. Okay, now we're going to make a coordinating card. So I'm going to use the same colors that I used on the tag. I'm going to use the same stamp set, and I'm going to use some coordinating cardstocks from Gina K Designs as well. So I'm going to stamp Time to Celebrate on this. This is one of the labels that we die cut previously and foiled. And I love the gold sequins foil from Gina K Designs for ThermOWeb. It's very festive, and I love combining the gold with the pink. I think that's such a pretty color combination. So again, I'm going to stamp the 3 balloons. This time I had to make my strings really short because I didn't want them to cut into my sentiment. I also really liked that "You Are Amazing" sentiment from the Better With You set, so I thought I would use this on the card too, because it's really nice to make somebody a birthday card, but it's also really nice at the same time just tell them how awesome they are. So I thought combining that sort of friend sentiment with the birthday sentiment was perfect on this card. I'm going to use my ThermOWeb Memory Runner XL to adhere that card panel down to a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch side folding note card, and the base of that card is the 120-pound luxury white cardstock from Gina K Designs for ThermOWeb as well. I'm going to use the ThermOWeb Mixed Media Liquid Adhesive just to adhere a few sequins here and there on the card, just to add a little bit of dimension and to coordinate with the sequin foil. So that is the new Gina K Designs for ThermOWeb Foilmate release. I really love it. I especially love those labels and tags, and of course all the scripty sentiments. It makes it so easy to create really fantastic, shiny and fun cards, wine bottle tags, little gift pockets, all kinds of things. So if you're interested in the supplies that I use, those will all be linked down below. I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a wonderful day.